All right, let's start off with quick introductions. I'll go first, and then we'll go down the line to Crumb, Kara, and then we'll go up to Jvckk, Basetrade, and then finally end at CaptainSparklez. So I'm going to start off. My name's Commander. I am a content creator here on Twitch. I started a long time ago in 2015, way back in the day, actually 2014, playing League of Legends. And then I went to college, became a teacher, and came back during the pandemic to start on creating content for something I really found and started loving in college, which was Dungeons and Dragons. I have a lot of love for this game, and I run shows 4 out of 7 days of the week now, including this show. So if you like D&D, feel free to come hang out with me on those nights. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday nights, and then now Saturday afternoons. For about 8 weeks, we're going to be doing this one. So other than that, that's pretty much all you need to know about me. I will be the dungeon master for the session, which means I will be describing the story. I will be describing the non-player characters, or the NPCs. I'll be narrating the battles, describing and giving descriptions of different places and things happening. So that is what a dungeon master does. I'm kind of like the narrator. All right. Next, we're going to go down to Crumb. Again, just tell them a little bit about yourself, what you do, and we'll talk about your characters when they get introduced in the story. So you don't have to mention anything about your character yet.
Okay. My name is Crumb, and I started streaming like a year ago, I think. I'm pretty sure. And I do drawing sometimes, I think. And what else did I say?
That's all. Whatever you want to say here. It's kind of up to you. I guess yeah. What kind of content you make, and if you have anything crazy coming up, you want to make any announcements?
Oh, okay. I am a variety streamer, so I usually stream whatever. And if I do have a big announcement to announce, that is to save your money because something big is coming.
Ooh.
Oh.
Whoa.
Intrigue. Okay.
You mean you're
all
going
right.
to get a really big monitor?
Oh my god! Okay,
Save your money to give to Crumb for a month.
Yeah, the dono gold is coming. Yeah.
Thanks, Crumb. Kara, go for it.
Hey, hello. My name is Kara Corvus. I am
You're muted, Car.
I am indeed muted. Hello. My name is Kara Corvus. I'm a variety streamer. I've played D&D for 2 years before this, but I've forgotten a lot of it, so I'm basically a new player as well. I play a Aarakocra warlock named Korax.
Perfect. Thank you. What do you do on stream, by the way? Like, what's your shtick? What kind of content do you make?
I'm a variety streamer, but I've been doing a lot of social deception games like Among Us and Project Winter and things like that.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Jvckk, go for it, please.
Hi. I'm a variety streamer also from the UK. I think, yeah, the only British one here. I stream 5 days a week. A lot of Among Us, but also other things like Project Winter. I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves recently, a lot of Phasmo. Anything I feel like, really. And yeah, I think that's about it.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Jvckk. Basetrade, Rifkin, go for it.
Hey everybody, it's me, the #1 Kara Corvus fan, reporting for duty. You can often find me being a goofball on my Twitch channel. I stream just a little bit of anything. All right, thank you for your time.
Perfect, thank you. And then finally, let's go with Jordan, CaptainSparklez.
Hi, I'm Jardon. I play video games and stream and make videos on them, and I've done that for a while. And that's pretty much it.
Perfect. Thank you, Jardon. All right. Next up, what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Dungeons and Dragons. Thanks for introducing yourselves. I'm very happy to have this cast together. I first met Crumb through the last SMP Minecraft server, which I think we were kind of both added to around the same-ish time. I messaged her and asked her if she wanted to play, and she said, "Can I bring my friends?" And I said, "Absolutely." And that's kind of how we ended up with this group. A little finessing and finagling here and there, and we got everyone together. So this is going to be awesome. Let's talk about what D&D is for everyone who's never played before. Dungeons and Dragons is normally a tabletop role-playing game. So normally what we'd do is we'd sit around a table together and we'd tell a story. We'd all make a character, and then you role play as that character. You pretend that you're that character. In this case, Jvckk is playing a character named Grog. Basetrade is playing a character named Victor. CaptainSparklez is playing a character named Trunks. Car is playing a character named Korax, and Crumb is playing a character named Crumb. And these characters are how they're going to be for the next 2 hours. They're going to embody those characters. They're going to be those characters. They'll make decisions for those characters. They will act as though those characters would act. So they will like really kind of try and step into their shoes and think not what Basetrade would do, but what Victor would do in this situation type thing. And that's kind of what we're going to do in terms of embodying our characters. I am the dungeon master. I'll narrate a story. So I'll describe a place that we go into, and the characters, the players, will then tell me what they want to do in that setting or say to a character I describe. It's basically like, imagine if we were all different characters in the Harry Potter story, and they were playing like all the main characters like Hermione and Harry and Ron and all them. And I would be narrating the locations that they go to and the things that they see and that kind of thing. And then they would decide what those characters do. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot in your imagination. So you got to kind of close your eyes and imagine some things as they're being described. You got to imagine what these settings are. And there's no wrong answer in D&D, which is one of my favorite parts. So there's no wrong answer. Everything is all up to you. It's very cool. It's one of those hobbies that really makes you... if you've ever been a kid that was in your backyard swinging around sticks, that's what it reminds me of. When I play D&D, it's like imagining beating up monsters with your friends again as a kid, but with leveling up, and it's got kind of a video game outline to it. You level up, you get skills and abilities and all that kind of cool stuff. So it does have that kind of video game edge to it as well. The big thing about D&D, you've probably heard, is the dice, and this is the last thing I'll mention. So the way the game works is Kara might say, I want to read this book and see if I can figure out what's in the book. And I would say, Kara, roll me a intelligence check to see if you can read this book and figure out what's in it. And she would roll a dice, a 20-sided dice, and depending on how high her number is, that's how good she reads the book and how much information I'm going to tell her from it. If she rolls a 3... I'm not going to tell her much information. If she rolls an 18, I'm going to tell her a lot of information. If she rolls a 10, I'm going to just give her the average information. And then, of course, the 20 is like the best number you could possibly get. Those are called criticals. And critical successes get special bonuses. Critical fails, same thing. If she rolled a 1, I'd be like, yeah, it's a book. That's what you got. That's about what I'd say. So it's a lot of fun. There are some cool things to experience, and if it's not your thing, that's okay, but give it a chance. I think you'll enjoy. All right, any questions from the cast about that, any of that? We've all kind of practiced a little bit.
Yeah, just one quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we the cast?
You are.
What's
Okay,
a
thank
book?
you.
What's a book? Figure it out. Roll me an intelligence check. We'll see if you know what a book is.
I'm just getting into character, sorry.
All right.
Yeah, sure, Jack.
Speaking of which, I do need to pull up the D&D Beyond thing here so I can see your rolls. So pull up your campaign here. Haunting a Moonglow Mansion. You can see on my stream as well, you can see the overlay for the characters. So you can see their HP, their spell slots, the abilities they've used, all that stuff. You can see it on the overlay on my stream as well if you are interested in that information. It can look like an overwhelming character sheet. The characters are starting at level 5, which is pretty far up in D&D levels. They have a lot of abilities. It can be a little overwhelming to look at, but it should be fine.
I think you might need to refresh. My character still isn't reflecting full health.
Jordan, you're also not on Roll20 anymore.
I'm not?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
got
see you in
DC'd.
there.
Oh, cool.
Oh, question, Commander. I see you have like an overlay from D&D Beyond. How do I get that on mine?
An overlay
On your
Which one?
On your stream.
on my stream?
Yeah.
The one that says the Haunting of Moonglow Mansion with the little logo at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had that commission from Sayo Arts, Sayo Graphics, and I'll happily send that to you.
Maybe not that. No. So when I hover over your stream, a little thing comes up on the left that
The
shows
Twitch
all the characters.
extension.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is that one called? That's what I
So
just.
that one's called, let me pull it up here. That
Is it
one's
D&D
called
Beyond
D&D Beyond
Interactive?
Interactive Overlay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Let me put that on.
And
the
then
stream.
I'm not sure if it'll let you use it if you're not logged in as me, but
Oh,
I hope
really?
it does. If it does, great. I don't know. I've never tried it from the player perspective. I've never
I
tried.
guess we'll see.
Yep, we'll find out. All right, let me pull up the roles here.
Jordan, I still don't see you in here.
Oh, I can use it.
I
Oh,
see
now you're
me.
in. Sorry,
Okay.
now you're in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it works for me, I believe.
All right, very nice. That's positive news. That's good for me to know. All right, let me pull the window down here to see your roles for when those happen. Let's, as players, let's all practice a
Chat,
roll
can
real
you see
quick.
it?
So everyone, let's do a roll that you're probably going to be rolling the most out of this campaign. Let's try a perception check,
Should be
everybody.
working.
Let's
Can
make
you
sure
see
our
it
rolls
now?
are working in D&D Beyond. So come over to D&D Beyond and click on the perception.
I know there's irony in this, but where's the perception button?
It's so in the in the middle of your character sheet in the big long box that's got all the different skills in it. It's
I see.
alphabetical.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to figure out how to make this. Can I make the chat pop out?
Hold on, I have too many windows open. I have to go through all of them.
You need
If
another monitor?
only-
Yeah, on that,
monitor?
on that one monitor, yeah.
I'll get the monitor, but I don't have it right now.
Okay.
You can also just go to Goodwill, and they usually have spare monitors if you don't want to drop.
Yeah, it
something
doesn't have to be like a
expensive.
240 hertz,
Wait.
1440p
Yeah, wait.
one or
She probably doesn't
anything.
even have like a 140 hertz or 240 hertz
No.
monitor.
144
hertz.
hertz.
60 hertz confirmed.
Who's getting hurt? I don't understand.
Okay, so Crumb, it's this refresh rate on the monitor. It's kind of like going from 30 FPS to 60 FPS.
Yeah, you know FPS.
Yes.
It's much smoother, yeah.
So it's like going from 60 FPS to 144 FPS, or 240 FPS.
I'm on D&D Beyond and I'm trying to join the thing, but it's not letting me.
So on D&D Beyond, in the top left, hover over the little characters, collections tab in the top left of D&D Beyond. You see collections,
Oh, alright.
and then yep.
Jordan, you're going from Roll20 again. Is it just me?
Oh, are we having that cool thing that's like the same as?
Oh, I tapped back and you showed up again. I
okay.
think it's fine.
Yeah, I can
I'm
see
gonna
Jordan in
ignore it.
here.
Okay, cool.
I was like, maybe it's the same thing as Garlic Phone.
Is there a way to
Oh, is that a thing that
boost
happens?
Crumb's volume?
In Zoom,
Yeah, it's hard to hear her.
let's see.
I couldn't find anything for individual.
Yeah, I don't
volume,
think there
but
is, unfortunately.
That's crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately not. I'm sorry.
I'll just talk louder.
Okay.
All right. And then Crumb got her perception check. Okay, perfect. So, that's great. We are all ready to go. All right. So I've described what D&D is. We've done all that. I think we're ready to go. We're starting about 40 minutes behind schedule. So this is, it's totally okay. Cast, you guys let me know. Do you guys want to make it an hour and 20 session to try and stay on track, or do you guys want to still make it a 2-hour session and go 40 over the time?
I did tell other people that I'd be available at an hour and 20 minutes from now.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
All right. So an hour and 20 minutes it is. Let's do it up. So starting off, this is The Haunting of Moonglow Mansion. And the premise of the story, if you have not seen the trailer, is the group here is a group of paranormal investigators. That's like their job. They know each other. They're all friends already, or at least acquaintances as work acquaintances. So they all know each other. We don't have to do introductions or anything. All of your characters are already familiar enough with each other. And you have been hired by a mysterious party to explore a mansion, a cursed mansion, a famous cursed mansion. It's called Moonglow Mansion. And the story of the mansion, as seen in the trailer, is there once was a man named Maximilian Moonglow who was wandering through one of the swamps, which I'm not going to give you guys a world map because it's a very small story. So this swamp's name is called Dirt Bridge Swamp. He was wandering through Dirt Bridge Swamp, and as he was wandering through, he found himself a book just kind of covered in mud, and it seemed to appear out of nowhere. And as he opened up the book and read through it, he discovered that the book taught him spells to create a beautiful arcane mansion, a magical mansion. So he cast the spells, he learned the spells, he studied for a long time to be able to cast this spell and create a huge mansion for him and his family, who were very poor and very hungry. And as he created this beautiful mansion, it came into life, and his family had a warm, beautiful place to live. He was extremely happy, and the whole family, which includes, and this is a good time to start writing things down, information that you know, includes Maximilian himself. He's the dad. His wife, Audrey Moonglow. And then they have 3 kids, 1 son and 2 daughters. And you've been hired to go in and release their souls from Moonglow Mansion, as they've been trapped in this mansion for a long time. And to do that, you're going to need to find each 5 of them individually, as well as rid the mansion of any other ghosts that might be on the property. Now, how did these ghosts come to be? Well, the mansion turned out to be cursed. It had a caveat, which was when you cast a spell as big as this, it costs something in return. Every action has a reaction. Every spell has a cost. And in this case, when he cast this spell to make a beautiful mansion that made his family safe, has infinite amounts of food, it has servants that, like ghostly servants that served them and made sure everything was perfect for them. And within weeks, his family had aged and aged and aged and then turned to dust, leaving just their souls left in the mansion, which still stands to this day. And so you are going in to try and find the 5 of the Moonglow family and release them from their ghostly prison, as well as rid the premises of any other nefarious beings, and possibly discover why the mansion was cursed, where it came from, and how to prevent it from happening to somebody else in the future. Everyone else who's gone in before you has died, either been killed or just never seen again, and no one's really sure. So no one goes in anymore. It used to be a popular place for ghost tours and things like that. But then as people started going missing, they're sending in the specialists, which are you guys. Another thing to write down here is the name of your business, which is the... hold on. I got the name here on my list. Sorry, give me a second. Everything closed that one, I think.
Well,
crashed,
it's our
so.
business. Surely we know the name.
Yes, of course you do. Inspectors, spelled Spectres, like a ghost.
Oh, that's clever.
Inspectors. So this is Inspectors Paranormal Investigators. And Inspectors, you are provided with tools that allow you to see and hunt ghosts, which includes gloves for Jvckk, weapons for, Grog, gloves for Grog, weapons for the rest of you, glasses for those of you that are arcane in nature, so those of you who don't have like magical abilities. So we're talking pretty much just Grog. You've got like a dope pair of sunglasses that you can wear that when you take them off, you can't see ghosts, but when you slide them down, you can see ghosts. All right. The rest of you, you can see them pretty clearly when you, the places you've gone. You've all gone on plenty of missions together. You know each other very well. And where we pick up in this story and where we're going to start off here is you guys are on a rickety riverboat. And the person in the trailer who was talking to you is a man by the name of Dory. Dory is what's called a bugbear, which is like a Sasquatch. So Dory is hailing the boat right now. He's driving the boat, and he has told you the story of Moonglow Mansion. He's told you about the family and what happened to them, and we're picking up right where the trailer leaves off, where he is basically warning you, you shouldn't go to this place, but if you want to go, you should follow him. And so he's taking you on the boat to where the mansion is. And as you hear the noises of the swamp around you, the croaking of frogs and the soft pitter-patter of water against the sides of the boat, the man here, he turns to you and he says, "Well, folks,
I wasn't expecting y'all to take me up on my offer, but since y'all going to the mansion anyways, I'd like to know a little bit about y'all. You said you're paranormal investigators. What does that all mean? I've never heard of paranormal investigators before.
And to describe to you what he looks like, he is so like I said, he's like a Sasquatch. He's like a very furry, tall creature. But he's got this big underbite with these huge white tusks that come out under it. And he's wearing like bone tooth jewelry and like a big trench coat, like a sailor's, kind of like a fisherman's trench coat. And he's got this thick Louisiana accent. He's piercing black eyes, and he's got this big scar that goes all the way across his chest that you can see. It's just barely visible, but it spreads the fur out a little bit. So because, where it gets slashed, the fur doesn't grow back in. So he's got this big like claw mark across his chest, and he seems curious about you. So what do you guys say to him as you're just on the boat right now, enjoying your ride towards the mansion, the calm before the storm, if you will?
We are Ghostbusters.
Yeah, his eyes immediately gets big, and he goes,
A talking cat? Is that supposed to happen?
I immediately reply with, I didn't ask about a talking mop of fur either. Have some respect for my comrade over here.
Says the Sasquatch.
You don't gotta be mean about it.
He kind of shakes his shoulders off and ruffles his coat a little bit and turns back away from you guys. He says,
What are y'all's
Crumb.
names?
I pet Crumb.
I pet Crumb.
I'm Grog. I'm a half-orc. I've been fighting ghosts for a while now. We know what we're doing. And yes, it is a real job before you say anything.
Okay. I was gonna ask if that's a real job. Y'all get paid?
you do. You get paid
big
very
big
well.
bucks.
Wait, you
By
guys
the
are
way,
getting paid
I
for
will
this?
tell you a little bit more about your job real quick. Let me tell you a little bit more about the Inspectors. So the Inspectors is a very prestigious ghost hunting business. It's like legit. There's a lot of fake ghost hunting businesses out there that are there for entertainment or to scam people, but you guys are the real deal. And the Inspectors are also, it's a very dangerous job. A lot of your comrades over the years have died in the line of duty, and it is something that you can decide whether or not your character is okay with that. Like, you can decide how your character feels about the Inspectors. Do you think it's worth the money? Obviously, you're still doing it. Are you doing it for somebody? Like, are you doing it for a family member that's in your backstory? Like, maybe you have a wife and kids that you're trying to protect and give money to, or maybe you're doing it because you're just a thrill seeker and you're really bored and want to go out there and get yourself into some trouble. Maybe you just hate ghosts. Like, it's just like part of your backstory that ghosts are like your least favorite thing. Maybe they, your wife cheated on you with a ghost. I don't know. But you can have a backstory to this if you'd like, but the driver here, he seems very I guess intrigued with your job, and he says,
Well, nice to meet you, Grog. And what about you?
and he points towards Victor, who is wearing his trench coat and glasses, and the guy tilts his head at you, and he says,
You're a strange fellow.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And what's your name?
I go by the moniker of Victor.
Victor.
The
Well,
monster.
Victor, go ahead and describe to me what your character, go ahead and describe to everyone what your character looks like. Let's do that now.
Oh, wait, like
Just what they look like.
okay. I have a very obviously fake mustache and beard going on with attached to glasses that I definitely do not need. Otherwise, I just seem like I've got, a bit of a smaller stature. I'm wearing a trench coat and a sorcerer hat.
Okay, perfect.
I know what moniker.
And
means.
you're
You
passing
guys
for
don't
human right
understand
now,
the-
right?
I'm a perfectly
significance.
reasonable height. Yes.
Yes. So yeah, very totally real human as the guy tilts his head at you, and he says,
okay. And what about you, big man?
points over to Trunks.
I'm absolutely gigantic, just like real life. And I wear incredibly well-designed, like protective gear that was designed by Crumb. She's an expert at this sort of thing. And also, I can go underwater and stick my trunk out, and it acts as a snorkel. It's very
That's
useful.
canon, by the way.
It's very useful for
It's
swamps.
very true. That is very true. And the guy, he kind of nods his head and he says,
You a religious type, or what's your deal?
I mean, I've seen ghosts firsthand. I don't know what comes after we leave the world, but I do know some don't go to where they're supposed to. And the police don't take too kindly to fighting physical people, so I get to exert my anger on the ghosts because it's allowed.
It's allowed.
Gosh.
he kind of like rustles a little bit when you say that, like he's scared you're gonna like punch him. He kind of backs up a little bit, and he says,
Okay, a violent type, I see. Well, you'll have plenty of fun fighting ghosts in this place, I'll tell you that. And what about you? What are you?
and he points to Korax. Seems like he's never seen something like you before.
Well, excuse me, I'm an Aarakocra. It's pronounced Aarakocra.
Oh, here
And-
we go again.
Aarakocra.
Aarakocra, yes, thank you. I don't know about my colleagues, but personally, I find ghosts absolutely fascinating. Now, see, I can control ghosts a little bit myself. So by joining the Inspector Paranormal people organization, I hope to find more ghosts that I can bend to my will, that I can use and research and just find out more about ghosts myself. That's why I'm
So
here.
you're a ghost tamer then.
Indeed, I am.
Oh, that's
Better
gonna be
punch 'em.
exciting. There's lots of strange things to see in Moonglow Mansion. Well, I'm excited to hear about your adventures when you come back from the mansion, if you come back. And last but certainly not least,
And he slowly reaches out to put his hand on Crumb's head. Crumb, what do you do?
I very awkwardly stand there and look at everyone else.
As you like, so I'm imagining like you're on all fours, and as he puts his hand out to pet you, you just stand up on both legs.
And look like your profile picture.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's exactly what I had in
Glare
mind.
at him.
I stand up and I look at everyone else for help.
sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Who are you talking, cat?
I am a simple house cat. I'm here on this amazing journey. My bird is talking. I'm here on this amazing journey. Dude! I'm here.
Korax,
on
it's
this-
okay. Let her talk.
I'm here.
Excuse me, I'm not a bird, I'm an Aarakocra.
I'm on this amazing journey because Trunks wanted to go and I wanted to go with Trunks, so I followed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like a dynamic duo.
She can heal very good.
Oh, that's gonna be helpful for you.
Mm-hmm.
He nods and then he says,
Well, you don't seem like a normal house cat, but I do have a normal house cat below deck. Come on, Whiskers.
and as he says that, a gray, black spotted cat kind of crawls up from beneath deck on the ship and sits patiently by the steps. As it does, you can see it's got matted, wet fur, and one of its eyes is kind of bulging out. As it starts licking its paw, it makes a hissing noise as it sees Crumb, and then runs back down the steps.
Wow, okay, rude.
Don't be like that, Whiskers. Come on now.
And the cat doesn't return, and he goes,
Oh, well. You are kind of creepy.
Excuse me?
Don't talk to my
Yeah,
friend
that was kind of
way.
rude. I think you should apologize to Crumb.
If you weren't a ghost, I'd be on you right now.
She's the boss here.
If you were a ghost.
he roll me an intimidation check, please. Let's do Trunks. Trunks, roll me an intimidation check, please.
I'm not very intimidating.
11. Okay, so with an 11, let me roll for him real quick. He also rolled an 11. Okay, but he has a -1 charisma because he's not good at talk. This guy, so he's actually gonna get a 10 on his dice. So he's gonna kind of back up a little bit and start rubbing his arm, and he says,
Sorry, big man. I didn't mean nothing by it. We're almost here. We're almost here.
And as he says that, he kind of turns the wheel, and the ship turns around the side of a river bank and to a small kind of pond that ends the river. The river stops here. And you can see at the base of the pond a huge mansion. As he described, it's 3 stories and 35 rooms. The windows across the mansion are all dark, but some of them have a faint glow behind them of yellow, kind of like candlelight, which is ominous already, considering the mansion, as you know, has been abandoned for quite a long time. The night is setting. The sun, it's kind of got like that pink sky right now, so the sun's just going down, and you know the moon's about to rise up, and you can hear the lapping of the water against the shore as your new acquaintance here docks you at the shore. He does not seem interested in getting off the boat or getting anywhere near the mansion. He's actually docked about 300 or 400 feet away from it, across the pond. And he says,
Y'all are gonna have to walk from here.
Walk?
And,
What about fly?
I'm uncomfortably.
Yeah, you don't have to
Plebs.
flex like this.
I don't think you can carry an elephant.
Yeah, you carrying us there?
Or I could carry Crumb.
Not me?
It's like a
Okay.
plane ride.
Not
I
the
weigh a
7
little
foot
bit
tall
too
one.
much.
Making note
It's
that
fine.
I'm stroking my beard and staring uncomfortably at Korax.
yeah, go for it.
No, that was it.
Okay, Korak's not going to
It's just
respond?
uncomfortable. All right.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Why
That's
should
okay.
I?
No, that's okay. You don't have to. I just wanted to make sure I didn't cut you off. All right. So he nods his head. He says,
You can fly if you want, but it looks like you're the only one with wings.
And don't you forget it. Hee
Well, enjoy, and when you get out of the mansion,
and he hands Trunks, reaches out and hands Trunks a very smooth black stone. It just looks like a skipping stone. As you grab it, Trunks, you recognize these before. You actually already have one of these. Everyone in your party already has one of these. This is called a sending stone. It's like a walkie-talkie. So you can use it to talk to each other if you're in different rooms. If you guys split the party, you can use it just like a walkie-talkie. You talk into it, and while you're talking, you can't hear back. So you got to talk into it and say like over or something, or be done, and then somebody else can talk through it. It's a sending stone. This is not something that you want to lose. It's a very important communication piece in case you guys get split up. This sending stone is a little different than the ones you guys have. Your guys say inspectors on them. They're like branded sending stones, so you can kind of tell. This one is just a very smooth black stone that looks like it's been in the water recently. And he says,
this is a sending stone you can use to contact me when you're out of the mansion, and I'll come back and pick y'all up. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Sure thing.
That's
I'll
spiky.
contact you on
Sounds
the
good.
Rocky Talkie.
I will
Rocky
contact
talkie.
you on the Rocky Talkie.
Whoever does, just make sure you guys remind me who you are, because I got a lot of these sending stones out across the town for people to contact me. So just remind me, hey, this is the Moonglow Mansion inspectors. Whatever. I'll come pick you up.
You saying a large elephant is not memorable?
Well, to be honest, you are large, but I'm not going to be able to see you, just hear your voice. And you got a very familiar voice. I feel like I've heard it before.
What about me?
I'm going to remember that voice, you.
I
Okay.
think Whiskers will
I
remember.
Yeah,
proceed
we'll
to
get Crumb to
immediately
do
check
it.
Jordan's memory and ask if he remembers the name of the boat guy.
What?
What?
I proceed to immediately challenge Jordan's claim about memory and see if he remembers the name of the boat guy.
Oh.
Wait, why are we fighting each
What
other?
was his name? What was his name?
Boat
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, elephant. Aren't elephants supposed to know a lot about memory and
Yeah.
have really good memory?
Pretty sure
Okay.
it was
Does have a
Dory,
good
but
That's-
it could have been boat guy, I guess.
Oh yeah, we'll be finding Dory once we're done with the mansion. Right.
That's
You
how
know,
you
don't you can't
remember that.
stereotype me just because other elephants are supposed to never forget. Other elephants can't go and combat ghosts.
But you
Okay,
literally just
I'm not
said
like
it
the
was-
others.
It's okay, Sparkles. We know you are very smart.
Thank
Oh,
you.
y'all gonna get off
Crumb.
my ship or what?
Okay,
Octavius.
we'll
I'm
see you
already
later
flying.
after we vanquish these ghosts.
All right. So as you guys step off the ship onto the ground on the shore here, it is muddy and kind of gross. Kind of sticks to your shoes. Crumb, you are very short, the size of a regular house cat. Even walking on your hind legs, if you were to stand here in the mud, it might sink down to like your pelvic area. So you might want to be on someone's shoulder instead.
Crumb, would you like me to fly you over to the mansion? I can do that.
They're leaving everyone else behind.
No, we'll fly at the same pace that they are walking.
What if the
Okay.
mansion has anti-aircraft ghosts?
Okay,
That's actually a really good question. Do we have
I
to roll for
fly
perception?
down and grab Crumb with my arms while I am flying, just hovering with everyone.
Okay,
you,
perfect.
Korax.
All right, so you are all walking to the mansion. Gross, muddy noises. If you would like to look for anti-aircraft ghosts, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
Okay.
We already
Oh,
have
shit,
one
I
from
do for-
Victor.
Oh, I did that sarcastically. Really?
I think it's
Okay.
worth
It
checking
counts.
I've rolled a 15.
Oh no,
Oh, they're
my
working.
perception's not particularly great.
Is it worth saying I can see
Whoa,
in darkness up to
24.
60 feet right
I
now?
am so perspective.
Crumb's eyes are so good. Oh my god. It's the aerial
She
view.
is a
Crumb-
cat. She has
Not yet, Grog. Good question, though.
Okay.
Not
okay.
yet.
You
right.
said perception. Is that what you said?
Perception, yep.
Yeah, sorry.
It's not dark out yet. It's still kind of that like pink night sky, like sun setting.
Beautiful. Oh, I am very. Oh,
Okay,
I walk over
and
to Trunks and I just
Okay.
say, "Sun's getting real low, big guy."
I can see a lot from up there apparently.
And I say, I just got a little bit of sleep in my eyes. Don't worry, I'll clear it out.
all right. So we got 10 for Victor and a 6 for Trunks. So you guys don't really see anything. Korax and Grog. As you're looking at the mansion, you don't see any anti-aircraft ghosts, but what
That's
you
good.
do see with those rolls at the when you're just looking at the mansion from the outside is you can see that the like front door of the mansion is like kind of right in front of where the water is here, like where the pond is, and the pond kind of leads up to the front door of the mansion, and the steps that go up to the front door actually kind of lead down into the water. So what you notice about this is the mansion has been sinking. The mansion has been like sinking down into the ground a little bit, and you notice that the base foundation of the mansion itself is also pretty much covered in mud. So this thing has been here for a while, and in that time, it's still standing, which is cool. It's very sturdy, but it's also extremely damp and probably full of water in the basement and lower levels. Like it's probably going to be full of like moisture and mud and grossness. So that's something that you notice with your perception rolls. So you can prepare yourself for that. If you have anything you want to do to prepare for that, you kind of have that information with your perception checks. Crumb, the 24 perception check. You see on top of the mansion, there is a ghost. It is sitting on the roof with this kind of ethereal blue glow. And it's got a slingshot, and it's wearing a shirt that says anti-aircraft ghost.
Wow, they print that out in ghost sizes?
And it's sitting there, and it is pointing straight at Korax, but she doesn't seem to notice it.
Okay. I pat Korax's arm very fast and I tell her to go down because she's going to get shot.
Korax, what do? You don't know what she's talking about. You don't see the ghost.
I say, what are you talking about, Crumb?
Korax, you're going to be shot down by the anti-aircraft military service. You have to land right now. There's a ghost on the roof.
How high up in the air am I at this time?
You're like 10 feet up in the air, not too far. Just enough to hover over Trunks' head.
Can I do evasive maneuvers if they shoot at
Oh
me?
my god.
So you don't know where it's coming from. You were just told to dodge. So you tell me what you do. What do you do to try and dodge? Do you kind of like?
I go higher to dodge.
Okay, you go higher. So you're flying above. You're flying above Trunks right now, and like as you fly up a little bit further, the ghost is gonna take its shot real quick. It rolls an 18 to hit, but it's gonna have disadvantage. It's gonna roll twice and take the lower number because you evasive maneuvered. Crumb gave you a little bit of headway here, so it's gonna roll again. It rolled a 4 this time, so it's gonna miss as its ghostly rock comes flying and hits Trunks in the shoulder. Doesn't do any damage, just bounces off his armor.
Why does it hit me?
Trunks, you just hear a tink off your shoulder armor. And you see where it comes from. Everyone sees now this ghost on top of the mansion. It's a male ghost. It looks like it's probably like teenage in age. It has like I said, a slingshot in this t-shirt, and it's kind of kicking its feet on the roof of the mansion. And as it notices you noticing it, it starts to like try and make a run for it. It's about 100 feet away from everybody right now. It's like, and you can hear it like making those noises as it runs across the rooftop. Would anyone like to do anything from a range of about 100 feet away to try and stop it or anything?
I can't get in range here.
You can look at your attacks here on your actions in the bottom right, and you
Are
can
we
see
thinking
if
this
you have
thing is
anything
going
that's
to warn a lot of other things, and we
yeah,
need
I wanna-
to stop it?
I kind of want to get to him.
I mean,
Maybe we should
I
then.
have guiding bolt of 120-foot range. I don't know
Oh
if
my
we want
God,
to
would
use
hit.
that now.
well, that might hit is what I should say. It's in range. You're in range
Yeah.
to do it
Right.
if you want.
I
Is
can
there
Are we
any
very
disadvantage to-
concerned this thing is going to raise the alarm?
I think I would rather scope it out without that ghost telling all of his friends that we're here, that someone's here.
They're
Okay.
safe inside.
Okay. Well, then I guess I can try to yeet a guiding bolt at it.
Okay, go
I
ahead and
did
roll
check out my
your.
javelin.
Okay, you want to throw a javelin? You said
Are
No,
we
I
rolling
can't
for
reach.
initiative?
I did check though. I
Or
did
just
you
check
don't
it.
need to roll for initiative here. It's just one ghost.
Okay. I
Oh,
would like
Actually, I have a
to-
question. Sorry.
I want to Eldritch Blast.
On my
blast it.
javelin,
Yeah.
it says range is 30 feet, and in bracket has a different number. What does the number in brackets mean?
What's the number of brackets? Is it 60?
120.
120. Okay, so you can throw it at that range with disadvantage, and it still might hit. So you can roll twice, take the lower number if you want to try and throw a javelin at it.
Yeah, sure. Let's do
Okay.
that. I'm down.
All right, so
So
Grog,
does that
roll
mean-
twice, take the lower number. Trunks,
So Grog will do it first, or are we both trying?
You're
I feel
all
like
doing
we
it at the
should do
same
one at a
time.
Okay, I
Oh,
want to
okay.
Eldritch Blast it.
okay.
Dang,
So
this
go ahead
thing's
and roll
gonna
your Eldritch Blast
obliterate.
attack,
Wait,
and then go
put
ahead
me
and
down
click on the
first.
plus whatever
Okay.
next to
I'm doing
Guiding Bolt.
disadvantage right
Trunks,
Put Crumb down first, Kara.
plus.
Oh,
I can use my
Oh,
other
okay.
hand.
Okay,
I'll
so
hold on as tight as I can.
the javelin's gonna miss on the throw from Grog. Korax, that Eldritch Blast is going to hit, and Trunks, the Guiding Bolt, is also going to hit. So we got a 21 and a 20. Those are dirty 20s, which means they're not crits, but they're pretty close.
Dirty 20s.
So,
Dirty 20s.
yep. So with that, go ahead and roll damage, Korax, on the Eldritch Blast. Click the, yep, you got it. And then click the damage next to the Guiding Bolt to the right of it. Should be like 3d6 or 46 or something.
Right.
Okay, so 6 Eldritch Blast damage and 12 Guiding Bolt damage. First, you fire this red lightning from your finger, Korax, and as it flies out and goes towards the roof of the mansion, it hits the ghost in the side, and it goes, "Oh, ow, ow!" It starts like holding the spot where you hit it, and then behind that little lightning bolt is a larger blast of radiant damage that is flying through the air, and as it's holding its side wounded, the radiant blast hits it and turns the ghost into ethereal dust, just blowing
Aw,
it up.
I feel bad now. I feel like we
Good
should have
riddance.
talked to him maybe.
Demolished it.
So
Oh,
that ghost has been disapparated. I'm now going to mention something I probably should have mentioned, but you wouldn't have been able to do it in this case anyway. But each of you has a special tool that was given to you by the Inspector Corporation. It is it's a stamp. So you can use this stamp. It doesn't require any ink. It's just a stamp without ink. And you can stamp the forehead of any ghost. And if it's a willing ghost, it will be moved on to the afterlife without being killed, like without being like completely destroyed. So if you would like to like release a ghost, then you can use the stamp to do that to a willing ghost.
Okay.
In your experience with fighting ghosts, one thing you know is you got to get close to be able to do that. You got to be within, like touching range to do it. And also, a lot of ghosts are pissed off because they're ghosts and not necessarily at you. So not everything that attacks you is necessarily your enemy. If that makes sense. It's more like it's enraged and just pissed off, and not that it's angry at you or wants to kill you. So keep that in mind. If you ever want to know if a ghost is like malicious towards you, or is just trying to defend itself, or is just angry, whenever you want, you can roll an insight check on a ghost. Insight is like telling what something's intentions are. So if you want, you just say, "Hey, Commander, I'm going to roll an insight check on this ghost, and I'll let you know."
I have +0 on insight. Does anyone have high
I do.
wisdom? It's wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's got the?
I
I have
pretty good
+2.
insight. I have
You're
+4.
+2. Okay, cool. Also, with the stamp, like, is there if we land the stamp, is it like gone? Or
If it's a willing ghost, yes. If it's not a
okay.
willing ghost, it has to roll a save. It has to roll a check, and if it fails its check, it is forced pushed like to the next
okay,
to the next
okay, good
life.
to know.
It's a very, very high chance that it'll resist it, though.
Okay.
It would need to roll like a very low number for it to be passed on unwillingly.
Oh, Crumb has
Okay.
+5 insight. Nice.
I do?
Apparently,
There you go.
I am so smart.
you are.
Yeah, you are.
All right. You guys have dispatched this ghost, which did seem like it was running like back inside the mansion. It was going to like hop down this chimney that's on the top of the mansion. You're not sure what it was going to do, but there's no chance for it to do whatever it was going to do. So it is dispatched. When a ghost is destroyed like this, it just ceases to exist. It no longer goes to an afterlife. It's not a painful, like, it doesn't go to purgatory or hell or anything. It just disappears from existence. It just goes away forever.
Science.
Oh my god.
That's
Okay,
kinda
let's try
sad.
not to kill
I said good
people.
riddance. We can't take any chances.
I like to fight ghosts.
Thanks, please. Let's try not to
I
kill
continue to
people
stroke
from
my
now
beard and
on.
stare at Kara.
Wait, we're
or
not killing
Korax.
them. They're already dead, Crumb.
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
but now he doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, we just.
You're
Yeah, but
really
he
supposed
tried
to
to.
not
He
exist.
tried to
He
shoot
did
us.
shoot first. That is
Yeah,
true.
he hit Trunks.
He was
That's assault.
on the shoulder. He has armor.
Yeah, but that could have, if you hadn't seen him and hadn't done evasive maneuvers, then Korax
hit
could have been
you.
direct hit.
Could have hit
knows?
Crumb even.
Wait,
Oh,
can
we
Jordan use
can't-
adult words on this stream?
Um,
We can actually
what?
get to hear him say
I think we've
"No, they're
decided to keep it
dead."
PG-13. So like words like,
No, no, I just mean,
you know.
is he not
Keep-
going to say unalive at all the ghosts for once? 'Cause I
Thank
would love
God.
that.
He's not even streaming, so he doesn't need to. He can swear.
Have to be
He
on
was
brand.
Only a teenager, bro. We have. Okay. How about
You're
we-
praying to sing unalive? I hate it here.
How about we talk to them? But if they're really mean, then we can fight them. Because
Okay,
I
He
Crumb.
was
don't wanna-
shot before we even could talk
Crumb,
to
you know,
him.
if you didn't see him, Crumb, he'd still be alive right now. So this is kind of your fault, Crumb.
Oh, sweet.
God.
You're the one who spotted the ghost.
Oh my god! Are
that
you
is messed
doing
up.
this to me? I have made my decision to ignore Grog for the rest of the trip.
Does that mean you're not
Got
going to
him.
heal Grog?
I will heal him, but I will not talk to him.
Oh, wow.
All right. So as you guys walk up to the mansion, there are a few ways to get into the mansion, and I'll let you kind of decide. So first, let's see how many of these ways you guys find. Everyone, please roll me an investigation check. Investigation check.
Before I do my roll, I asked the party, why do we simply not burn the mansion down?
Because that would
Because
not
then we
release
won't
the
get
souls.
paid.
Yeah, we want to.
Correct.
We want to.
You're being paid to release the Moonglow family from this mansion, like release them with the
God,
stamps.
fine.
I do enjoy money.
The thing about your stamps as well is when you use them, they are logged back at the inspector headquarters with the name of the ghost that you have released. So they will know whether or not you've done your job.
Okay.
All
Imagine
right,
that was
so
imagine that was Maximilian up on the roof. We just deleted him on the first section.
If Maximilian's wearing an anti-aircraft shirt,
all right, so you've got a 12 for Korax, a 17 for Trunks, a 5 for Crumb, an 8 for Grog, and an 18 for Victor. These rolls are pretty average. I will say Victor and Trunks a little bit above average. So we're gonna say the entrances with your group combined, the rolls that you found. Here are the entrances you have options to. First is the front door is the most obvious, right? It is somewhat submerged in pond water. And the steps that kind of come up to it are very moldy and rickety. But you can use the front door if you'd like. It would be like the most obvious entrance. The second is there is a ladder at the back of the house, and the ladder leads up to one of the second story windows. You're not sure what the ladder was used for, but it is propped up against a window very like specifically, like it had been used by somebody for some reason. The last entrance that I'll give you with the 18 from Victor is you find a cellar entrance door that is around the eastern side of the house. Now, I don't have a map for you of the house itself, because in this story, we're going to focus more on just playing and fighting and like traveling from room to room, as opposed to you guys having to backtrack and go to like, it's not like Resident Evil. We're not going to have you guys like following a mini map throughout the whole thing. And it's too big of a place for that to really make too much sense. So, we're just going to use like general areas like, oh, now you're in the library. Oh, now you're in the foyer. Now you're in the dining room, that kind of thing.
I feel like this cellar is probably going to be underwater. Like, if the cellar door, if the front doors are already partly submerged in water, I feel like the cellar's probably not looking too good.
Don't worry, Trunks is on it.
You know what, Trunks? We'll send you down in the cellar.
Yeah.
We'll take the front door.
We
I
should
could go,
split up like this.
If possible,
I
I,
don't
could
think we
go
should split
check
up
the second floor window and see if Trunks can even get in that way.
What are you calling me, big?
You are big. You're tall. I don't know what you want me to say.
How wide am I, though? Are you calling me wide? Saying I can't get through a window?
Are you saying you're not muscular? What do you want?
I am. Yes, I have big muscles and nothing else.
So you're not wide. So you don't
I
have
am
big muscles.
low body fat composition,
Hang on.
but also
So
big.
you aren't big.
Don't worry,
I am
Trunks.
very big, but low
So
body
you think
fat
you're gonna fit
composition.
into the
I can
window?
tell you got low
I'm gonna
body
do a
fat.
roll here real quick.
It's not
I'm gonna do a
you,
roll here real
Rose.
quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to convince Trunks he can fit through that window. I'm rolling deception.
Okay.
Wow.
19.
So Trunks, roll an insight check, please, Trunks.
Oh
It's
my
okay.
goodness.
And if you roll above a 19, you don't believe him. If you roll below a 19, you do believe
It's
him.
okay.
You think you can fit through that window? You're getting gassed up right now.
You got this.
Okay.
You're looking fit. You're looking tight. You can fit through that window.
You're looking
I guess
so
I can fit through the
dehydrated
window.
Right now. That body fat is low.
It's okay, Chunks. You
So this means that we're
So are
going
we
through the
going
window.
through the window?
Well, we're gonna watch Trunks go first. I
For
think.
the ones
Yeah.
trying to go first.
I'll hold
Can
the ladder.
Trunks
I'll
even
hold
fit
the
on the
ladder
ladder?
in place.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm just
hold it in
giggling.
place.
I'm just giggling to myself as I watch Trunks climb this ladder.
What kind of feet
like-
does Trunks have? Are they elephant feet?
Yeah,
They
duh.
are elephant-like, yeah,
They're
elephant-like.
Lorax
I feel like
feet.
it's going to be very hard to climb a ladder, but I'm willing to watch.
Are
It's
you
gonna be fun.
questioning my athleticism?
I'll give
I'll
you a
have
leg
you
up if
know.
you want, Jordan.
What's your
I mean, Trunks,
acrobatics,
sorry.
Jordan?
My
Or sorry,
acrobatics
Trunks.
are incredible. I have incredible acrobatics.
Okay.
They have a +0 next to them. They're so good.
You could also do athletics to climb a ladder.
They have a +3 now. Am I rolling athletics on my ladder climb?
So that's what I'm curious about. So the first thing to know is who's going first and to which entrance? Are you guys doing the ladder?
I guess we're
Looks
doing
like
the
I
I need
ladder.
to go through the
So
ladder.
we're sending
I'm
Jordan up
pretty-
the ladder first.
I'm pretty athletic, so I can help you up if you need, Trunks.
I can
I'm willing
fly.
to
I'll
do
just
that.
I'll just fly up to the second story with Crumb.
is Korak still holding me?
Yes.
She can or she can't. It's up to you. You get to decide.
Oh, I
whether or
guess
not
you could
somebody's
jump
holding
off if you want.
I'm concerned that Trunks may break this ladder, so
If
I'm
you
gonna
jump, Crumb,
I'm gonna
though,
offer an alternative
You may
where I give him
sink
a leg
into.
up.
You're gonna jump onto the mud, and you're gonna sink into the mud. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's still very muddy outside.
So does that mean, Grog, you wish to go first up this ladder? I
No,
mean,
I'm
I
giving
can
you a leg
probably- I can probably just throw
I could-
most of you except Grog up to the second floor.
I could yeet you onto the roof. If
Yeah,
you
but
want,
we need
Crumb.
to see if you'll go first, because if you don't work, then there's no point in all of us going and then having to come back down.
Okay, so it sounds like I'm going up the ladder into the window
You're
first.
Yeah.
going first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
That's
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
That seems okay.
16 is pretty good. As you climb up the ladder, it does creak very heavily as you go up, but it does not break
Oh my
as you climb all the way up to the second story.
Nice.
When you get to the window, surprisingly enough, Trunks, you can actually fit through this window, even without, like, even though Victor didn't think you could,
Get wrecked, Victor.
you actually can fit through this window. It's
You
a very
don't know
large
that I
window.
didn't think you could. You only know that I think you could.
You literally
was I
called
right?
it deception.
True.
You literally called it deception.
Wow, Victor, you were right.
About a
Awesome.
6 foot
I
by
knew
6
I was
foot window.
right.
It's about a 6 foot by 6 foot window. It's a very large window.
That is a big window. Okay.
And as you're looking at it, the curtains are drawn to get inside. The window has a little latch on it that you can unlatch from the outside. Would you like to? You can kind of very barely look through the curtains if you want to try and look inside the room before you go in. Otherwise, you could just open it up and go in.
Probably look in before just barreling in.
Okay, roll me a perception check real quick with disadvantage. So we're going to roll twice, take the lower number. So if you right click the perception number
Okay.
and then click on disadvantage, there you go.
Oh no.
So a 5. So looking inside is very dark in the room. There's no light, and you're very unsure. But I will tell you, this is just something you see even without needing a perception check. The curtains here have flowers on them.
Trunks,
They're
what
very
do you
cute.
see?
I see curtains that have flower prints on
But
them.
what's inside?
It's really dark. I
What's
can't
inside?
see. My
Oh.
eyes haven't adjusted to the light
I
yet.
can see in the dark. Let me check it out.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
too.
you should do that because
All
I don't want
right.
to just jump in and then fall into a
You
big
still got
pit.
that sleep in his eyes from earlier.
Corax
You woke up late.
flies up to the window, drops Crumb next to Trunks, and looks inside.
Okay, roll me a perception check, please, with disadvantage. So roll twice, take the lower number. If
Okay,
you
that's
right-click,
gonna be terrible.
We can't see anything.
Okay, I'll check after.
All right.
Oh, sorry, I
okay,
didn't roll
so a
with
6 for
disadvantage.
Corax.
It's a 6 basically, but I can see in the
Okay.
dark. Shouldn't I be able to see something?
In this particular instance, it doesn't matter because the curtain's in the way. That's what's blocking
Jordan's
your
oh,
vision.
the curtain's in the way.
The
Jordan's
curtain
in
is
the
blocking
way.
your vision, not the
Jordan's
darkness.
in the way.
Okay.
Victor, I think you should go up next.
Can
'cause
we move the
there's a chance
curtains
I
out of
break
the
this
way?
ladder.
If you want to open the window and remove the curtains, you totally can. That's been an option this time, but
Oh.
there's
Oh,
there's
while
pros
this
and
is
cons
going
to every
on-
situation, right? You don't know what's behind this window. You're not sure if you're gonna have a ghost come out and knock
Oh,
you off the
true.
ladder.
Be
or-
trapped.
Okay,
Could be
give
booby
me a
trapped.
second. Okay,
Hey,
I
while this
climb-
is going on, oh sorry, I'll get Crumb.
Sorry.
You're
can
good.
go-
And after you, Crumb, after you.
Okay, I climb on top of Trunks and I peek through, and I also use my perception.
But there's
All right.
curtains, Crumb.
Go ahead and roll twice. Take the lower number.
Okay.
So if you right click the
These
perception
curtains
and
are-
then do disadvantage,
Oh,
if you right click and do
Stupid flower
disadvantage, it'll work.
curtains.
Yeah, roll.
I'm gonna
with
yank them down
disadvantage.
in a second. I think.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, nobody can see anything.
Because
this
there's
is
curtains
where
in
you
the
use
way.
advantage. This is what
Victor, get up
disadvantage
there.
does.
See
Okay,
if you
wait,
can
wait.
see inside,
So-
please.
No, wait. While this going on, before you say this to me, I pull Grog over to the side by the swamp water,
Yeah.
and for no reason, I try to convince him that the swamp water tastes good.
What the frick?
Oh, I
This
rolled
might
a
not go well
one.
for me.
I rolled a 1.
You deserve that.
What
Why
was
is
this?
your
Was this,
deception plus
uh,
6? I don't have any plus 6s.
What am I
I'm a
rolling
human,
here?
that's why.
So this is a critical fail from Victor. Natural one.
I hope he ends up drinking
So
it
you don't
himself.
even need
I'm
to
gonna.
roll.
Can I push him into it?
Even though you got a 7, Victor, you don't even need to roll Grog because it's a critical fail. So
Can I just say, you are so dumb, and shove him into it?
you'd like-
a friendly shove, you know.
if you'd like, go ahead and roll me an unarmed strike. So in your actions there, find the unarmed strike attack and hit the
Action,
plus
unarmed strike. Yep, I see that.
plus 6 next to it.
Yeah, so just roll 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then roll me a dexterity saving throw, Rifkin. So in the top left of your character sheet, there's the saving throw box. There you go. You got it. Perfect. Okay.
Oh.
So
Wow.
17. In this case,
Whoa.
the person going to hit is the one that succeeds. So Jack, you are going. Grog, you're gonna push.
Just about.
Yep, you just got it. So you push Victor, and Victor falls over onto the
Okay. Well,
into the
while
mud.
I'm on the ground, I take a handful of the swamp water and I be like, no,
Oh
really.
Oh my
go.
god. Anyway, so
Well, no,
there's
anyway, we're still continuing.
Okay,
this
so you're gonna
Just
eat.
roll.
You're gonna eat the mud.
I'm gonna like a little bit, just like not
Okay.
a lot, but like enough to make it look
Okay.
like I'm sipping
Okay.
it. I'm not really.
Okay, so you pick up some mud. You're really trying to convince him here. Okay, with a 21 deception, that's pretty good, but you're gonna need to roll me a Constitution saving throw to not throw up here. So the top left, Constitution saving throw. Okay. You lick a little bit of the mud, and you're like, "It's pretty good." I'm pretty sure Grog doesn't believe you afterwards. But
I'll
Grog
pass
can
on the
decide.
mud. I'll definitely
Okay.
pass on the mud.
While they're doing this, I
Mm-hmm.
decide to open the curtains. So
Oh no.
Okay, so
The
Crumb, you
cat's
reach
doing
out to
this.
unlatch the window. You don't need to roll for that. It just happens. Give me a second here. I was given advice by the chat that they would like to see the rolls, so I don't have enough boxes for it, but I am going to put them above the picture slideshow I've got going. So I will do that for you, chat.
okay, so I am standing on Chunk's head and I open the window.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception check now, like a regular perception check, not with disadvantage. Just roll regular.
Okay.
Can I make my way up the ladder in this time? Like
Right
a passive
now,
thing I can do.
Yo.
I'll wait until they say they go
Okay,
inside.
Okay.
Okay. So looking inside, Crumb, you see the first thing in particular that really stands out to you. This is what looks like a kid's room. So this is someone probably between the ages of 10 and 15. The room seems feminine. Doesn't necessarily define what the gender is. It just seems feminine. There is a bed with like a flower blanket on it and a fluffy looking pillow and these like drapes that kind of go around it. The same flower drapes that are in front of the window. There's a dresser with an ornate, beautiful mirror on it, and a little book that's been wrapped up, like a wrapped with twine. A book that's wrapped with twine, just kind of laying there on the dresser. And then at the back of the room is like a little closet that looks like it's like slightly ajar, and you can just see some colors of clothes in the closet. Looks like maybe one of Maximilian's daughter's rooms.
Ooh, okay. I jump off of Chunk's head into the room and it was just an empty room, right?
There was no creatures in here that you could see.
Okay, I jump off of the head into the room and I tell them that it is safe and they can come in.
I'm
All
scared
right.
of Crumb being on the front line with the low health.
You want to barge in there?
all right. Korax flies in.
All right.
Okay. Trunks goes in. Grog and Victor still chilling on the bottom.
I'd like to come up and in the window now.
All right. Rifkin, curious. When you climb the ladder, how do you
Like a normal human, that's how.
Humanly, of course.
I'm sure you have like a system to this, right? There's gotta
Yeah,
be
we're used to, dude, this isn't my first rodeo.
Hold on, are you two people stacked on top of each other?
What? What?
what?
What are you talking
So
about?
I imagine
Trunks?
you've gotten pretty good at it to the point where you're like very like subtly under your breath, you're like, okay, up, down, like without anyone hearing it. Making sure that you make it up the ladder, you make it up just fine, all the way up to the room, following up behind Grog. You all step onto the room. I will say noticeably,
I can't believe
Trunks,
Jordan
when
only
you step
just
into the
now
room,
realized this.
your foot does make a large creak on the ground.
Way to go, Trunks.
with the floorboards.
Shush.
It's not. I shouldn't say it's loud. It's it's dull. It's like a dull creak as you step. And you start hearing more of these kind of creaks all throughout the house as the wind begins to blow. And you could swear you could hear a fire burning somewhere outside this room. You don't see any light, but you can just hear the faint noises of a fire and just these weird, creepy noises all throughout the house. Just doors opening and closing, small voices here and there. All
Guys, I
right.
think this place is haunted.
Why do you think we're here?
I didn't know that Victor was Vincent Adult Man.
You don't know that. Your character doesn't know that, okay?
What are you talking about? Victor is Victor.
Classic
Okay.
Victor.
Cool. I must have been crazy for a moment there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry,
what
we
you're
don't
talking
need
about.
to talk about the elephant in the room.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Nice.
pretty good, but I hate it, but it's pretty good.
Okay, I go to the closet and I open it to check if anything is inside.
All right. As you walk over to the closet, it's like the door is like slightly ajar. It opens out towards you, Crumb. How do you want to approach? Do you just want to like swing the door open?
I open it slowly, and then
Okay.
for the rest of the half, I open it very fast.
Just like
Yes.
Okay. All right. As you kind of creak the door open, you notice before you do the fast open, you notice some of the clothes begin to shake just a little bit.
Uh-oh.
So you haven't gotten to opening the door all the way yet.
Okay. I call my friend Trunks over and I tell him the closet is being weird.
Is Jack even here yet, by the way?
Yeah, we're
everyone's
all
the
in
room.
here.
Oh, okay. You didn't have to roll
Another perception check.
athletics. I guess I'm just that much bigger. That's
You wouldn't need to roll athletics or anything. The closet is easy to open.
Oh no,
She's
I meant
call-
for him
me
Grog
to get
climbing the
in.
ladder.
Oh. He didn't need to roll. This was mostly for you getting up the ladder quickly enough to not break the steps.
Okay.
He's calling you
Um,
fat.
Yeah.
I am.
How big is Trunks? Because I want to be like a 6'8". You know, I'm half orc, so I'm pretty big.
I'm 9 feet tall.
Okay, you are definitely a lot
Yeah.
larger. Got it.
The density of Trunks is much more dense.
What's the height
Got it,
of the
got it.
ceiling? Is Trunks
a
like
regular sized
crouching?
room? Trunks,
Hunched
your
over.
head is just barely about to touch the ceiling. Like you're maybe 6 inches away from the ceiling.
Okay, so I guess I've walked over to the closet and I'm ready to fight ghosts, so I just open the door.
All right. So as you swing the door open, you notice that the clothes in here are all different colored dresses. And they do give like a shudder, like a shake as you open the closet here. And you hear a voice in the corner of the closet. It's not a huge closet, but you're not sure where this voice is coming from. You don't see anything, but you all hear it. And it says, who's there? Who's there?
Hi, I'm Trunks. Are you nice or do you fight?
Oh my god, you
God.
can't just ask people
You
that.
can't just ask them that.
Okay, I am very sorry for my friend's behavior. We come in peace. We wanted to ask a few questions.
As you say that, roll me a persuasion check, Crumb.
Okay.
Wait, what are we asking it?
If he knows any of the people, the family and
Wow.
stuff.
Who they are.
Very
Their
persuasive.
name.
Yes.
How could anyone resist Crumb's persuasion?
All right. So with a 17, you start to begin to see a glow in the back of the closet. This ghost was kind of really trying to hide from you and is now kind of letting off its ghostly aura, which in this world, ghosts mostly glow a bluish color, sometimes blue-green. There are different types of ghosts that we'll get to when I'm sure when combat rolls around. And those are things that you can keep track of. This is what you would call your average ghost. And as it peeks its head out, you notice it seems like a young man, like maybe 12 years old. And he's got like this bowl cut haircut, and glasses that come down to like the tip of his nose.
Oh, no,
And
has a
he
bowl
pushes
cut.
he pushes them up
Nerd.
as he does, and he says, I'm not I don't fight. I don't fight.
Okay.
He comes out from behind the clothes, and the dress is like the whole opening is coming out of the dress is closed as he fully emerges from them.
It's okay. We don't have to fight. We were wondering if we could ask you a few questions regarding this mansion.
Sure. I might know.
Do you know where any of the family is located? It is very of the utmost importance that we have to find them.
I don't know. I've been looking for Anna for a long time. I thought, well, I come back here every day to see if she comes back to her room, but she hasn't.
Is he a peeping Tom?
Sounds like it.
While this is going on, I
Maybe
continue to
he's
stroke my
looking for his friend.
beard and stare at Korax instead of the ghost.
Why is he staring at me?
Ah,
Are you looking at?
I don't even notice.
I'm looking very
Okay.
skeptically too, I want to say.
What do we want to? We should probably ask who he is.
Yeah, what's
we
his
should
name?
ask who Anna is, because she seems important.
Do we know the daughter's names? Did I miss that earlier, or was it just one
You
son, two
do.
daughters?
You do. I just didn't say them.
Okay.
So,
So
my
is
bad.
Anna one of the daughters?
Correct. Yes. Anna is
Yes.
one of the daughters.
Mm.
The other daughter
Yeah.
is Victoria, and then the son is Edward.
Well, let's
Okay.
ask what this guy knows.
Okay,
about
who are
Anna.
you? Well, what if he's Edward? We should ask who he is.
Oh,
Yeah,
what is
ask
your
his name.
name? What is your name, fellow friend?
My name's James.
He's not useful. Let's kill him.
No, no, no.
Coming back in the closet.
Okay, okay. No, it's okay.
He actually like flees to the closet again behind some clothes.
I'm
Just kidding.
He was just kidding. It's okay. We're not gonna hate you. I would like
Rex, are you
to
bullying
ask you a
children
question,
again?
Please.
I asked the ghost if he knows Howard.
Oh my gosh.
Who's Howard?
Howard,
Oh.
these nuts.
Okay. on
Can I
behalf
roll
of
to
my-
slap
He starts
Victor?
crying.
Can I roll to throw Victor out the window?
How much do I need to roll to slap Victor?
Roll me an unarmed strike, Korax. It should be in your actions there.
Can I use my talons?
my God.
Yes.
Gonna hurt him really bad if you do.
Okay,
that.
we'll do one arm. Wait, but mine says 0. I have a 0.
Yeah. Yep. Because you probably have not a great strength.
Okay, I'm gonna use talons then.
Oh my God.
Oh, I
Okay,
missed.
well,
A 7 to hit Rifkin. Your armor class is way higher than a 7. So
while they're
Um,
brawling or something.
What do I roll to
go
convince
into the
Kara that was
closet.
hilarious?
nothing. You can't convince people to think something's funny if it's not.
It's okay, I didn't need to.
Can I throw him out the window without wasting a spell?
Stop it.
It's dangerous to do that. If he falls 2 stories, he's gonna take quite a bit of damage. So I wouldn't want to neuter your party like that. You could punch him or something though.
No, whatever.
Okay.
We'll leave
If
it
you
for
want to
next
throw him,
time.
you can. That's my advice. You want to
It's
throw?
okay.
Him?
No,
Yeah.
we'll hold it.
Don't
We'll
be like
hold-
you're gonna throw this investigation, dude. Just go ahead, do it.
No.
Did
Crumb.
did James go back into the closet?
Yes, he did. He went back into the closet and kind of disappeared again. Crumb, you told James to come back out. Go ahead and roll me persuasion. This time with disadvantage. So roll twice, take the lower number. So right click it.
Why are you
and
guys doing
roll
this to
disadvantage.
me? Bruh, I'm trying to do this good. You guys are just ruining it. Please, I just want to play the game.
Yeah.
Oh my
Can
god!
I also roll to help persuade the ghost out of the closet?
I'll help too.
You can.
Kara,
We'll
you
let
cheat
2
them in
people
there.
roll. We'll let 2 people roll with
I was
disadvantage.
saying
here.
it out of
No,
character.
I'm gonna try because Kara tried to scare him away.
I was saying it out of character.
Okay. Then
Wait, to be
you
fair,
got to
he's
make
got
that really
really good
obvious then,
perception.
because like
Oh,
we've been
I'm sorry.
joking. It's okay. We've been joking like in character. So if we joke out of character, it's hard for me to tell what's the difference.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
I'll
you're
try to
good.
use my voice, my character voice, if it's in character.
You're totally good. I just don't want to stop the campaign every 5 seconds to ask, is that in character? Do you actually say that? You know what I mean?
Gotcha,
So
gotcha,
I've just
gotcha.
assumed everything was in character at this point.
totally up to you guys. So Korax with a 9, not great. Victor, did you roll twice? Take the lower.
Oh, do I have to roll again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to roll at disadvantage.
They're both 9.
All right, so all of the rolls pretty low here for James to come back out, but he's still talking to you. You just can't see him anymore.
Okay. Do you know where you last saw Anna?
I saw her. Well, she snuck out to come see me.
Damn.
Before
Aw.
everything happened.
What happened?
Well, she came out. She used that ladder, and he points to the ladder. And we met out in the swamp. I live about like half a mile to the east. Well, I lived half a mile to the east. And she came out to tell me that something was wrong. That something was happening. And so I told her I'd come and find her the next day. And when I came back, everything was awful. She was gone, and there were ghosts everywhere. And then one of them, it had this claw, and the claw, he came and attacked me. And I think that's when I died.
I am so sorry for what happened. Did she give you anything like hints of where she would be or what was happening?
She, maybe, I really, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I really respect people's privacy. And I've been thinking about opening her diary for the last 100 years, but I haven't.
It's been 100 years? Oh, I mean, the diary. Yes, the diary. Do you know by any chance where that diary is?
He points to the dresser that is in the room here with the wrapped up book on it.
Okay. I also respect privacy, so we can read the last few pages instead of all the random stuff, because that'd be kind of
Good
weird.
idea.
Yeah, just the last few pages. No privacy invasion there. Also, it's been 100 years.
I can
It's
imagine
okay.
Victor's already like 30
I'm
pages
already-
deep in this thing.
Should we stamp him?
No.
We should
I don't
add.
think we
Yeah.
should,
Not yet.
because he
more
probably
info.
wants to wait for her, right? We should.
so he-
Well, maybe
What
we
if,
should
have more
ask
intel.
him.
what if she's never coming back? We'll be
Well,
waiting
we
for
need to find her.
eternity.
That's part of our
Is coming back.
objective.
What if we don't find
Should
her?
we?
Well, then
I
we'll
want to.
come
I
back
want to
later.
ask James.
Okay.
Would you like to move on, or do you want to stick around and try and wait to see if we can find her?
I want to make sure she's okay.
Okay.
Okay, we respect your wishes. And we open the diary to check the last few pages to see what was happening.
Wait, what does he mean
Alright.
by okay? Wouldn't she already be dead?
Or she is, but she's going to be stuck in this realm. She hasn't passed on, you know?
Oh, I guess so.
Right. So, as you open up the book, you untie the twine around it. You open the book to the last few pages, I assume, or do you go against your word and read the whole thing?
Should we give it to someone who's got like the best, would it be investigation or insight?
I imagine you all gather around it to see it
Okay,
together,
okay,
so I'm
okay.
not going to force you to just have
Cool,
one
cool.
person look at it.
Okay, we go to the last few pages.
Okay. So as you flip open to the last few pages, please, everybody, roll me an investigation check as Crumb uses her paw to flip through the last 4 pages of the diary
Almost
slowly.
4.
19.
Oh
Ooh,
my
20.
God. Damn! See, I told you were smart. James.
Wow. 9,
Yeah, I have good
9,
investigation.
7, 7, and a 20.
Good job, Trunks.
All right. So we got a 9, 9, 7, 7, 20. So most of you don't see much in the book except for some words like entry 67. And then it's got a date from well over 100 years ago. And it says, Dad's been acting weird. He is getting ... wrinkly, ? Mom is always angry. Always angry. I don't know where brother is. The last page though, as you're flipping through, Sorry, not the last page. The second to last page. Trunks, you find a little clue of where Anna might be. You see, she says, entry number 74. I'm going to go to the library and see if I can find something in one of Dad's old books. And then there's a couple entries after that of her exploring the library. Like, I explored the library today. I didn't find anything. I explored the library today. I found a book on ghosts, but I don't know what it means. Things like that. And then the entries stop at entry 81.
That was the last
Team,
one.
I think we should go to the library.
I agree.
Oh.
Let's go to the library.
Cool.
So
Anybody know
you've
where
learned
that
a
is?
valuable piece of information here too, which is she was seeing what?
Let's-
Ghosts. She was looking up books on ghosts, and it's kind of like a weird little thing. It's not obvious in the book that she is saying that, but the fact that she's saying she's going to the library to look for a book on ghosts means that she's been seeing them around the mansion. Maybe not violent ones, but she's been seeing them, which is something important, as well as the fact that what kind of people can see ghosts normally, as I described at the beginning.
Yeah, I can't.
Right.
So it's
Correct.
magic-y, yeah.
Right, because Grog needs sunglasses, special sunglasses to see the ghosts. So she is magically inclined, and she was seeing ghosts.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I summon my familiar?
Absolutely, no problem.
Okay.
Is James reading with us?
He has stuck his head out from between the clothes. Stuck his head out from between the clothes, but he has not come near you.
So
Okay.
Looking at
he
you,
hasn't read this. He hasn't heard us say it or anything.
He's heard you. If you've mentioned anything about going to the library to look for her, then he's heard that. But he's heard whatever you guys have said. So you guys can
Okay.
really tell me what he's heard.
Okay. I wanted to ask him if this means anything to him. Is this surprising? Does this make sense? And also, does he know where the library is?
He nods his head and he says, "I know where the library is, but it's kind of near the center of the mansion, and it's really dangerous getting there.
Okay.
I can't go."
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he want to stay here? Are we going to leave him in the closet?
I
until
can
later?
wait here if you guys want to come back and tell me. I mean, you really shouldn't go though. You're gonna die.
We know what we're doing, okay, James?
We're
professionals.
Yeah,
We're seasoned professionals.
I've punched
here.
a lot of ghosts in my time.
Oh, that's gonna scare
This
him.
guy. You want to
Not
watch
you
out for
though.
this one.
You seem
You wanna watch
okay.
out for
They're
this
only
one.
mean ones.
Oh.
You're very experienced.
Did
I
James
use my middle name.
did James know Anna when she was alive, or was he a ghost that he saw or that she
No,
saw?
he died when he came to the mansion.
Yeah, he
remember?
died.
He was
Yeah.
alive.
Correct.
Okay.
So to give you a quick description of it again, he and Anna were friends,
Gotcha.
possibly like even romantically. It seems like he's got like a little bit of a romantic interest in her, like kid love, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And she would sneak out to meet him and talk with him, and they were friends. She told him something bad was happening, and then he said, "Okay." Like it was late at night when she did that, so he said, "Okay, I'll come back tomorrow, and I'll come check it out with you." And when he came back, everyone was gone, and a ghost attacked him and killed him at the mansion.
Gotcha.
So he saw the ghost too.
A ghost, one of the ghosts,
Saw
a
a
ghost with a
ghost.
big claw.
He saw it.
Mm.
Interesting.
Think like a Freddy Krueger type claw.
Mhm.
Mm.
Had Anna mentioned ghosts before? That night.
She said she was seeing things, weird things, and I assume it must have been then, if that's what you're saying.
Okay.
She wouldn't tell me because she said she didn't want me to get too involved.
Mm. Interesting.
I think she was warning me that if she went missing, she wanted me to know that, something bad was happening at the house. And I was stupid. I should have told someone else. I should have told my parents or
Us.
the police.
Okay. Thank you very much for all the information and help that you provided us with. James, I think that's your name.
Mhm.
Should we get going to the library then?
Yeah, let's go, team.
Do police
Um,
exist in this era?
They're like guards.
Okay.
Before we leave the room, can I secretly pocket the diary and take it with me?
No! No, I don't let you. I hate you. I hate
You
your
want-
hand.
Well, first off, I'm doing it secretly, Crumb, so you don't know I'm doing
Gotta
this.
hide
to
it
me.
from
I
all of
smacked
us.
your hand.
Do you have to do sleight of hand?
Yeah, what do I need
Wait.
to roll for that?
To pocket the book, roll me a sleight of hand check.
Can I smack Rifkin's hand?
Depends on if you see him.
Yeah, you're gonna have to see if
I'm
you catch
going
it.
to deck you
Oh.
in the face.
Oh, you are
That's
seeing.
pretty bad.
Crumb, roll a perception check.
What?
Fumbling the diary.
Perception check to see if you see
Okay.
him. He still might be out of your vision here. Actually, it's pretty much impossible if you rolled a 1. Okay. Rifkin, as you go to pocket the book, Crumb's claw comes out and slaps your hand away.
I give the diary to James because I am a good person.
All right, so you close it up, you wrap it back up in the twine, and hand it to James, who grabs it with his ghostly hands and floats it back over to the dresser and sets it on the dresser, and then flies back over to the closet.
Goodbye, James. I hope you have a good time, and I promise we will help find Anna for you.
And we'll
Thank
see
you.
you soon, James. We're coming back.
Okay, thank you. There's something you should know, though.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell you everything. There's one ghost who I've heard is floating around, and I think, well, you're going to run across him eventually.
Do you know what he looks like?
His name is Leon the Broker. He's a big, fat guy. I'm telling you, he's got like 3 chins, and
Wow, rude.
well, he brags about it all the time. So I've never actually seen him, but I've heard from some of the other people around. Because ghosts, they kind of wander around and just say stuff like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And he starts making like a little like ghost impression, even though he's a ghost. And he says, Leon the Broker, from what I've heard, he's kind of like a parasite. He'll eat other ghosts and absorb them. And he's been cultivating a small little army inside this mansion. They're trying to
Inside
get
of
strong enough
him?
to break out.
If he eats them, is he cultivating the army inside his stomach?
I think so.
Huh.
Disgusting.
So like if you kill him, they'll all come out type thing.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Oh.
Ooh, it's like
It's like the
squishing
flood
a
on
spider.
Halo.
It's like a gusher.
Oh no.
Wait, when they come out, will they attack us?
Sounds like it.
Probably, yeah.
I bet if you were stuck inside of his stomach, you'd be pretty mad too.
Mhm. Do you have any
Just be
friends?
careful.
Yeah, but I would be,
James?
if you're stuck inside of his stomach, you'd be happy at the person who freed you.
Maybe they were brainwashed while in the stomach.
Yeah, sounds like it. Does James have any friends
Just be
in his
careful.
house? Does he know of any friendly faces we'll see, or is it just this Lihan?
I thought I heard Anna's dad down in the main entrance.
Oh,
And he was always really nice.
okay.
Oh, main
But I-
entrance.
I
That
don't-
sounds like we should maybe go back out the window and in through the main entrance.
Yeah,
What do
maybe.
you guys think?
I don't know. I don't want to risk Sparkles breaking the ladder.
I could probably jump down
Yeah,
and be
Yeah,
okay.
you could roll.
You could
You could
jump
land in
down,
a roll.
yeah.
You'll-
Yeah, jump and roll.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Okay.
Yeah. sound
So
good?
you can also get to the front entrance from inside the house if you want. Yeah,
Okay.
it might be somewhat dangerous. There might be ghosts to like
Yeah.
fight on the way, but you can get there. You are at the exact opposite side of the house from the front entrance right now, though.
Oh, fun.
So if you want, you can jump out the window, go around, or you can try and go through the house, which would take you through the library, and then you can go through the library to the front entrance if you wanted to try and do that track, because the library is like smack in the middle.
I guess we could go through the library on the way.
Isn't the library like the ultimate goal? That's the heart, and we shouldn't We
Yeah,
don't
I
want to
can't tell
jump.
if we want to. So if we had gone through the front door and you know the dad is there, yeah, I'm still, you know, I'm trying to figure out where we want to end, whether it's the library or whether it's
Isn't
the
that
dad.
Mr. Moonglow,
I'm
and we
sure
need to stamp
Commander
him? So
has a
that's like
lot in
pretty
store for us.
Yeah, for
There
sure.
is no specific route in which I want you to take. I have planned it out for like 16 different routes for you guys to take. So
Okay.
you can go whatever way you
I think,
want.
Well, actually, we're coming up. We got like a couple minutes left, right? I was just gonna say, like, if we were gonna get into combat tonight, time wise, we'd have to think about that. But
Yeah, we
I'm
don't
down
have.
to-
We should do it next session.
There's no combat right now. You guys aren't in danger of combat at the moment.
I mean,
All
we
right.
can find if we can find Mr. Moonglow himself, then we'd know where he is for stamping. You know, so that'd be like one
And
big
maybe get
thing
more
off
information.
the checklist. Yeah.
So yeah, if we're not doing any combat tonight, I think we can go talk to him now. We can head back outside. What do you think, Victor?
I'm currently staring at Korax, very suspiciously stroking my beard.
Why? Clearly, you want me to ask. Okay, Victor, why are you staring at me so intently like that?
I don't understand how you're not a bird.
That's very racist. I don't really like the way you asked me that.
I didn't ask anything.
I'm an
I made a
Aarakocra.
statement.
I don't really like your comment. It feels very microaggression to me. I'm an Aarakocra, not a bird. So I really appreciate you to not have this sort of attitude toward me. Otherwise, we're going to have a really difficult working time together. So please, can you not state those things to me? Thank you.
I tried to change the topic and move on.
Anyway, this weather.
All right, so you guys
So
head back
let's
down
go
the
to the
ladder.
front door.
All right, so you guys are going around the house to the front.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's a good idea.
Do-do-do-do. You guys go down the ladder. I'm not going to make anyone roll any checks. You're going to go down the ladder, whoop, around to the front of the house. It is slightly submerged here, as you are going to need to walk through the water, those of you who can't fly. And as you flip over to the front door of the house, it is a large, beautiful, ornate purple wood front door with a golden knocking handle on it. And as you approach it, do you just open the handle? Do you knock? What do you do? Do you listen?
I decide to knock because I feel like it would be polite.
Doesn't that
Right.
alert? Well, we
Yeah,
just
would we-
Yeah, I
opened
don't
a
know if we
window
should knock.
already.
It-
I don't
We
think
probably
should
shouldn't knock.
Who are we being polite to, Crumb?
The ghost.
But the ghosts
They
are
won't
trying to
get-
attack us. I don't think we need to be polite. We should just
Yeah, we
sneak in there.
already snuck in. Do we
Yeah,
feel bad about
I
doing
wanna
this again?
Turn the handle and creak it open. I want to
All
try
right.
to peep inside.
All right. As you creak the handle open, it does make that classic noise.
Mhm.
And you see the muddy, wet interior of this main floor. In front of you is a large spiral staircase that goes up in two directions. And to your left and to your right, large hallways that go in either direction towards other parts of the mansion. This is the entryway. And floating in the entryway here, smack in the middle, is a white, flowy aura ghost. He's human with kind of a beard similar to mine in real life, like Commander's beard in real life. So like short stubble, but he's got long kind of smoky colored hair that comes down on both sides. He's wearing silver armor, and as he's floating there, he's also holding a staff with like a gem on the end of it. All of it in ghostly kind of aura look to it. And he tilts his head as you open the door, and as he's looking at you, his voice kind of echoes throughout the chamber here. And who might you be?
Hello, fellow ghost. I would like to introduce us. We are Ghostbusters, not in the bad way. We're not going to hurt you.
Inspectors.
We're inspectors.
Yeah.
We got our brand out there. Crumb.
We're inspectors.
Here's our business card.
If we would like to investigate what is going on in this house, if you're okay with it.
You should not have come here. My name is Maximilian. And
Trunks, it's him. It's him.
That's the guy. I
this
got my stamp
house
ready.
is completely, utterly overrun. You should leave while you still can.
Oh, we are actually here to help with that problem, and we were actually looking for you, so we are very lucky.
He's not going to respond until next session. We're going to end it for now. All right.
Cliffhanger.
Wow, such a cliffhanger.
All right. Thanks everyone for being a part of this. That was awesome. You guys
fun.
did amazing. So
Jvckk.
yeah, we'll play again next week, same time, and we'll get an extra 20 minutes of playtime. Actually, 40 minutes of playtime because I won't be setting anything up. It's all set up.
Cool.
So
Sounds good.
Cool.
sound good?
Yeah.
Next
All right,
time.
everybody. I'm going to raid into somebody and close off my stream for the day. Anyone have any other announcements they want to make before we close out the stream?
Next session was going to be my birthday. So
next session
that's
is
kind
okay.
of fun. That's all I got.
One
Awesome.
thing I want to say real quick before you disperse is that you guys should remember to use your Prime subs on whatever stream you're watching right now.
So true.